Listen, don't make a scene, all
I
right?
want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
You know, sometimes we get so wrapped up in how a problem bothers us, we don't see what the problem really is.
All y'all do the same shit. Whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you in the White House.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know.
The whole reason why I really didn't, pursue it because he was a good guy.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over. Forever 21 was a lie. Sit down. Stop playing with yourself.
Women have it hard, okay? Women have it hard. You have no idea what women go through every day, okay?
Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast like, oh my God, this bitch is dumb as hell.
I've slept with over 200 men.
200 men?
I know you're fed up, ladies, but keep your head up.
The reason why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat. Especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
Men are inside of women's down their guys are literally into a girl's.
We'll return after these messages.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
She might not have told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men. And they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going in.
I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all's ass. The majority of these men are either, all, as far as I'm concerned, all of these men are either cheaters, will physically, emotionally, mentally hurt you. They will disrespect you. They are on the DL, bisexual, gay, whatever.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.
They don't know how to make plans. They don't know how to be good communicators. They don't know what they want. And they act like children.
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women. The devil, and by no means am I a monster.
Oh Lord, I know it. If she says something intelligent, I'll give her credit for it. But I'm willing. There's gonna be some dumbass shit.
I'm going. I want my money right now.
Don't get your money. Don't worry.
The arrangement is over.
No kidding. No kidding.
I'm not just having sex with one, not two, but 3 different guys. That's right. I'm a player, but that's cool because I got it like that.
We're the leftovers, Kendra.
Who's the leftover?
We're the leftovers, and I saw it. I read an article.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
They said that anybody above the age of 30 are leftovers.
Honey, I'm not leftover or nothing. I'm a specialty. So let me tell you something. I'm trying to be kind.
This concept of I could do better, bitch. At least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. The only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league, for real. Like on some real shit, not just, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels, intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
A lot of these men are sticking their eggplants down the throat of Billy's mouth.
You tell someone you're single and you look good, I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, you know, the work truck out front, and folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she got? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it and we'll move ahead from there. Okay.
Did you know that 25% of women in the United States are getting treated for a mental illness? That means 75% of them are running around untreated.
Misogynist. As he said, misogyny is still real in our community.
I would say, number one, I know it's a shock to everyone, but sexism remains real and a very pertinent issue. But
most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, you know, try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as like they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. You know, like it's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Women will continue to only hook up with the top 10% of men because there is literally no reason for them to mess with anybody else.
The most handsome man I had ever seen in my life, and I decided that he needed to be mine.
So he drops her off and tells her it's not him, it's her.
I can feel him running through my veins. He's still in me.
He was gorgeous. He was 6'3".
Oh,
He's
gosh.
been an engineer at Apple for 11 years. And
I want
Once a
my
woman
ex
hits
cracked,
30,
meaning I want a
she
child.
cannot love you.
I
Okay.
want my name dropped,
And
meaning
the
I want to be
marriage
married.
is not
I'm not
because she loves you.
with you. I am
That
not your
marriage
bed maiden.
is for
I
her
am not your maid.
to show to other people
I am not
that she
your
could fix
floozy
her
or
past
your-
that she messed up.
You are going to have to give me something substantial.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear me before we continue. All right, so shout out to Corgo. I mean, yeah, he says that girl on the 2006 Mari episode was an outlier back then. 20 years later, she's just your typical young woman in America. And yeah, this what happened when men are weak. Yeah, this what happened when men are weak and they let the XXs, you know, do what they want to do. Give them the freedom and empowerment to do what they want to do. When male authority has been demonized so much, or not even demonized, I mean, it's demonized, but male authority has been eradicated through, I mean, I guess you could say feminism. I guess you could say that. How do I want to articulate this? Okay, feminism got the ball rolling, right? With female empowerment and this and that, right? And once the ball get rolling, men are gonna try to do and say what they have to do and say to get laid and get women on their side. So once the feminism ball rolling, it don't take long to get most men on the same page with feminism. Because it's just in a man's nature to want to please women, to be frank. It just is. Oh, y'all want freedom? Okay, you got it. Y'all want rights? You got it. Okay, you want your own bank account? You got it. I mean, it's just you got it. You got it. You got it. Just yes, 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 yes. Anything to try to get laid. But the funny thing is, over the course of maybe 100 years, men realize, oh wait, women don't actually respect men who don't have spines and just let them get whatever they want and do whatever they say. But by the time the 100 years then passed, the society has already crumbled. But yeah, let's get the donations up. If you appreciate the content, let's get the likes up. Got 4 people watching, only 1 like. And um Cash App, PayPal pinned to the top of the chat, as well as in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. But yeah, the title of the stream is "You Only Qualify for a Chubby 5, Bro." And what I mean by that is, in the dating market today, you either that dude or you not. And if you not, chances are you just qualify for a Chubby 5, bro. So you got some choices. You can either stay single for the rest of your life and maybe buy prosties, or you can make a relationship work with a chubby 5 or a fit 3. But yeah, you're not getting a fit 6 and above. You're not getting a fit 5 and above if you not one of them dudes. And trust me, if you were one of them dudes, you would know you were one of them dudes. So if it's not clear as day, then you're not one of them dudes. So the decision is yours. You can either stay single, or you could settle for what you qualify for. And that's what everybody on the dating market is going to have to do. But see, you got a lot of women and men trying to hold out for something that they don't qualify for. It's just flat out like, and because this is almost male delusion. Maybe I want to talk about male delusion today. Men are average Joes, or even slightly above average Joes in America, are under the delusion that they're going to get a fit 6 and above that's gonna cook and clean and be traditional. She ain't never gonna cheat. She gonna love you for you. And like, bro, you living in la la land. Seriously. So I guess men are delusional too if they think that. I ain't asking for much, bro. A fit 6. I ain't asking for a fit 10 and nothing. No, bro, you don't understand the market. Fit 6s think they're 10s and they're getting pumped and dumped by 10 guys. Not 10 guys quantity, but far as on the scale, he's a 10. Guys who are 10 will pump and dump and even have a little situationship, take her to the movies with a 6 or even a fit 5. So Chad's entertaining fit 5s and above have brought what the average man can get down a lot. And dudes keep trying to find workarounds. I mean, hey, maybe there's a workaround if you go out of the states or something. But in the states, even if you find a workaround, it's probably not going to work out. If you want something to actually work out long term, yeah, chubby 5 or a fit 3 or something like that, a fit 4, chubby 5, something in that range. That's what you realistically looking at. Cause yeah, there's instances where average Joes just had a good sense of humor or something and pulled a 6 or a 7, but did it work out for 50, 60 years? Or like, is it gonna work out 50, 60 years? Did it work out 5 years? I'm talking about something lasting for the long term. Yeah, you just qualify for a chubby 5. Deal with it or stay single. That's really what this stream is about tonight or this afternoon. Or hey, get your passport and try your luck over there. But I'm telling you right now, the lesser a woman is physically, the better the chance you have that she's gonna be worthwhile internally and be loyal and try to cook and clean and appreciate what you do for her. That's just the reality of it. Let's get into the video.
Decided to download Tinder, Hinge, BLK, and Bumble again. And we're going to run through some of the concerns on why I don't think it's a good idea still to be.
Double nose ring chronicles, double nose ring chronicles. Metal in his face. Yeah, he's a disgrace. Double nose ring chronicles. But let's get into it.
On these dating apps, especially now, because it seemed to have gotten worse, right? So I decided to download Tinder, Hinge, BLK, and Bumble again. And we're going to run through some of the concerns on why I don't think it's a good idea still to be on these dating apps, especially now, because it seemed to have gotten worse, right? But on one positive note, I've gotten more matches. I don't know if it's the hair, the pictures, but I got like a smooth 26 before. It took a while. But I do have to preface it by saying I did spend money on the boost and the premium, because I'm not about to sit here swiping all day, right? Y'all already know how competitive it is for the bros out here. Wordy birdie, you low-key have to spend the bread.
Let me just tell you something right now. Okay, you got to go touch grass and really talk to chicks and show them your personality. Like, dudes trying to do this shortcut stuff online. First off, let's be very clear. He's still young. He got stuff to learn. But I'm just letting you know right now. Dating apps are the garbage can of women. By the time a woman seriously have to set up a dating app to legit find a mate, something is seriously wrong there. Now, it's a good place to go search if you're going to search for your chubby five. If you're trying to build a life with your chubby five, then yeah, you can find something. Cause she a chubby five, she don't get a lot of attention in real life. You can find a decent woman, a decent chubby five on there. But you're trying to find a fit six and above, or fit five and above. Yeah, forget about it, bro. A fit five and above, she got enough options in real life. Or she already got an inbox full the first day she signed up for it, and she gonna pick the best of the best out of that inbox full. Now let's be honest, bro. The guys who are considered the best of the best don't really need dating apps like that. You're not gonna shortcut it, man. Dudes trying to shortcut going out there and touch grass. I get it. Some dudes is socially awkward, and it can be a cool shortcut for a socially awkward dude who looking for his chubby five. But once again, if you're looking for a fit five and above, nah, bro, you ain't gonna shortcut it on a dating app. You got to get out there and touch grass and learn some charisma and all that and some game.
Day, right? Y'all already know how competitive it is for the bros out here. Wordy birdie, you low key have to spend the bread. Wordy birdie, if you out here just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? I could just boom. But if you that dude and you don't have to pay for no boost, you got it. You know what I'm saying? But let me talk about some of the things that I've noticed in regards to the whole dating app shit, right? So boom, the first thing I've noticed, bro, the people that I get matched with, let me not say the people I get matched with, because I have to match with them too, but I have the boost so I can see who's trying to match me, right? And then with that, I then match or not, because I don't have all day to just like I don't got all day to do that. So I buy the premium so I can see who likes me, so I can make a decision based off that, right? So boom, the people that are matching me, bro, you could have sworn I was not ahead of the sexuals, gang. Word.
Oh, I think it's the nose rings, bro. The double nose ring is what's making them think you're not ahead of the sexuals. But I'm just trying to help. Just trying to help.
Birdie birdie. I'm like, yo, what is going on? I'm getting bare dudes, gang. I'm getting dudes. I'm getting transformers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? But I'm straight. I'm ahead of the sexual. I'm heterosexual, gang. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the right word to use. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, people can like what they like, but I put on my profile straight. So why am I getting flexible characters, gang?
Now, see, I want to touch on this real quick because I don't really want to stay on this video too long because there was a couple other videos I wanted to at least start. He got tattoos all up and down his neck, and it might be tattoos on his face. Look like him. I don't know. Might be a tattoo on his face. Um, Tattoos everywhere, and I get it. As young black men, we wanted to fit in and we wanted to get girls. In the black community, that's being edgy, getting tats, looking like a thug or something like that. But they don't realize the implications later on in life. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just trying to fit in, be cool, and get girls. Um, Yeah, I just wish that, more young black men had guidance at home from a man who could steer them away from doing this. But anyway, let's continue.
Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta swipe those out the way. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever, cool, right? And then it's like, and then it's like, I'm starting to read. This is my second point. And then it's like the people that I'm reading, I start to read the descriptions of some of these characters, right? And this is mostly on BOK that I'm realizing this, right? Because I've gotten most of my matches off BOK. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, really far in between. 90% of my matches was on BOK, right? I'm looking at these descriptions. I'm seeing, I like a man who always tells me yes. I like what do you like to do? Like, that'll be the question as one of the prompts. It says, I like to smoke. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, what the, like.
Yeah, the bros don't want a pothead. See, I actually was thinking about a chick that I went to high school with and I kind of dealt with a little bit. I sure am glad I didn't get her pregnant. I'm sure it's glad I don't gotta have anything to do with her anymore. Sometimes rejection is a blessing, folks. Rejection is a blessing. I'm glad she ended up not liking me and did some other things, but she's a pothead now. She was a cute girl. She's a pothead now because she was just a pop and drop. She had some cuteness on her. She grew a chest, and then she started being a 304. Because that's what they're gonna do when they feel like they're getting attention from men. That's their nature, is to just run around and have fun and chase dopamine hits. And before you know it, she got a body count of 10 before she turned 23. She got a body count of 10 and 12 before she turned 22, 23. That's what they do when they got the power to do it, or they're getting the attention to do it. And she started smoking weed with the Pookies, and now I think she probably a weed head. She probably still smoke weed. I don't know for sure if she a weed head, but I know she was smoking a lot at a certain point. And I don't know any ex potheads. To me, everybody who ever got to a point where there was a pothead, they a pothead for life. I never known one person to stop weed ever. I know it exists, but it's probably pretty rare. But yeah, dudes ain't checking for no pot. Dudes ain't trying to be in a relationship. Most dudes with a pothead. Dudes ain't trying to start a family with a pothead. But they don't think about the future. They just do stuff. These woes, they don't think about the future. They just act without thinking much.
You don't have anything that you like to do? I'm out here full soliloquy on my description. Professional dancer, content creator, love to have a great time, all that jazz, love anime, right? I'm seeing the most egregious stuff. Oh, are y'all willing to do a three, you know what I'm saying? I can't say the word. Are y'all willing to do that? That's what I'm seeing on descriptions. I got 5 kids. What the yo?
Yeah, the BLK community is cooked. Yeah, the BLK community is cooked. And I feel for the decent BLK brothers um who got to try to find a wife or a girlfriend in this cesspool of effery. I do. Bro, you going to have to I can't advise my black brothers to date black. Bro, you got to get your passport or date out or stay single. That's the only advice I could give a young black brother in America. Get your passport, date out, or stay single and just use, our sisters as prostitutes, since that's how they want to roll anyway. So just use them for their services. Give them $40 and do what you do and keep it moving, since that's how they want to carry themselves in the world.
This is what I'm getting matched with? I'm like, yo, this is crazy, Brody. Wordy, Brody. You know what I'm saying? And then again, I say this in all my videos. I have a type, I have things that I like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I getting mostly matched with shorties that are linebackers, gang?
Because that's what you qualify for, based on what the market. See, look, I don't get. Let's just talk about me. I don't get to set my marketplace value on the market with women. I can have a type all I want. RB Sensei can have a type all he want. But if my type ain't checking for me, then I'm out of luck. So if RB Sensei went on the dating apps or just even went out to the bars and tried to holler at chicks, and the only ones I got pulled with are the ones that I ain't even gonna make no joke. Are the big backs? Then that's what I qualify for. The market has spoken. If every time I go on dating app for years, the only girls that swipe on me are big girls, then I qualify for big girls. Period. If every time I go to the bar, I'm hollering at chicks and all the fit chicks is laughing at me, but the big chicks is, oh, hey, what's up, RB? Then that's what I qualify for. So I got to either stay single or get me the best chubby chick I can get. That's what nobody seems to get about the dating market. You're going to settle for what you qualify for, or you're going to stay single. Those are your only two options. Holding out for something you don't qualify for is not a winning strategy on the dating market. Now you can try to improve yourself and tweak and try to change and see, okay, I changed this. Do I qualify now? Do I qualify now? Do I qualify now? And keep playing that game. And yeah, go for it and see how it works for you. But even after making all these changes, you still don't qualify for what your type. I need to make a choice, brother.
No offense. I made a video about this the other day. It was a reaction video talking about the body weight issue, bro. In our community and how we put emphasis on being thick instead of and then instead of being healthy. Like the thick, a lot of women think they're thick. They're not thick. They past thick. No offense. And it was a shorty that was talking in the video. I'll link it in the end of the video.
All right. Let's move on.
Been knocked out before, bro. I'm trying to sell. You ever been knocked out before? You ever been knocked out before, bro? I'm trying to sell my Rolex, bro.
Okay, I got you. Oh wow, this is a nice piece, man. Rolex Daytona. That's cool. And how much you hoping to get out of it?
And that's a 116505, man.
Oh yeah,
I need
the model
40,000
number.
for that,
Yeah,
bro.
that's cool, man. It is a 116505. That's cool. And you're looking for how much?
40,000.
You know, it's gonna be too high. Okay, it's good you have the card, but it's the older model. You
Man,
know.
I don't give a about that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get 40,000.
I got
for
you.
that,
I
bro.
understand. You know, but it is.
Now. All righty. See, this is why nobody wants to deal with niggas. Nobody want to deal with them. People don't want to do business with N-words. People don't want to be in the same room with N-words. And I totally get it. Because this isn't a black brother. This is an N-word. This is not how you do business. This is not how you handle yourself in public. But he doesn't know any better because he wasn't raised right. I don't hate him. And I understand where he comes from because I come from similar places. But the world don't owe you understanding. That's the greatest, that's the greatest lesson my father, Kevin Samuels, ever taught. Inside joke. No, but on a serious note, that's the best thing I learned. Not that I learned it from Kevin Samuels, but that was the quote from Kevin Samuels that stuck with me the most. The world don't owe you understanding. So the jeweler would be within his rights to just say, "Look, sorry, sir. Please don't disrespect me, or we won't be doing business." I mean, you don't got to lose your cool and match his energy because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. This is a lesson of life. Whether you a hood black dude or a country white dude, matching that energy doesn't go anywhere positive ever, ever. If somebody trying to spaz on you and punk you, just keep your calm and just be like, hey, can you stop talking to me like that, or try to leave. Matching this energy is never the right move. Now, if somebody put their hands on you, so be it. The war's on. It's fight or flight at that point. But everything before hands get put, stay calm, try to retreat, try to diffuse. Don't have a tough guy image to uphold because it's going to go left. And it's not going to be good for you either way. If you end up going to blows, it's all bad. Even if you beat them up, now you got a case, or now it's just not a positive thing. It's not worth the energy, the effort, or the potential risk that could go wrong. You could knock him out. He hit his head wrong. Now you got a case. He knock you out. You hit your head wrong. You got now you gone. You in the bosom of Abraham at that point. It's just not worth it. It just isn't. Um, but see, the thing is, this jeweler right here preys on niggas. So his most of his customer base is probably niggas. So he can't just shun niggas. He got to deal with this. Or shit, he might go out of business. I mean, I'm sure those aren't the only demographic of people that come and do business with him. But there's a lot. I know him. I think a lot of his business is niggas. Like niggas from the hood, rappers, drug dealers. Um, so if you're doing business with niggas, you gotta learn how to deal with niggas. Deal with threats, deal with being disrespected. But yeah, I totally understand why people don't want to deal with this type of black person. People shouldn't have to deal with this type of black person. Let's continue.
That's cool, man. It is a 116505. That's cool. And you're looking for how much?
40,000.
You know, it's gonna be too high. Okay. It's good you have the card, but it's the older model. You
Man, I
know.
don't give a fuck about that. I'm
Yep.
trying to get 40,000.
I got you. I understand. You know, but it is the older model. The new model
I
is a
understand
126.
all that. I just want 40,000.
Yeah, I got you. The new model is a 126. This is a 116.
I ain't
so
trying
it's
to hear
older.
that shit. I just
Yeah,
need
and it's
40,000
very
for that.
worn out. Look, it needs a new crystal.
Okay,
The
well,
bracelet's very scratched
I'm
up.
trying to get 40,000 for that.
I understand. You know, can I close you out at 30,000?
Nah,
Is that
hell
possible
nah.
to close
Nah,
at
you trying to
30,000?
lowball me, bro?
No,
have
sir.
you ever been knocked out before, bro?
You know, several times in my life, but I'm here and I'm
Okay,
here to
well, I
make a
need
deal.
40,000 for that, bro.
I got you. I got you. Listen, you know, you can hold on to the box.
Oh boy. Now this is fake. I know this is fake. I'm not gullible. He probably paid this dude whatever $200 to do the skit with him so he can get because it's got 110,000 likes. So it worked. It's a great social media moment. I know it's fake, but it's also real though. This happens. You don't think this happened? This is something that really happens. Um, bro, it don't work that way. You can't bully this jeweler. Because let's just pretend it's real. You can't bully a jeweler into giving you a certain amount of money for the watch. It don't work like that. And he has to make a profit. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and y'all already know this. They mark it up like times four, right? So if I go take a gold chain into a jeweler and he give me 1,000 for it, they're gonna sell it for 5,000. I mean, unless you're buying particular watches, jewelry is a terrible. I mean, people don't buy jewelry as an investment. They buy it, whatever, I guess, because they want it. But what would we call it? A liability and not an asset? Jewelry isn't an asset unless you buying, like I said, particular Rolexes or something that maintain their value or sometimes go up in value. The same thing with certain cars. It's like a liability is not an asset unless you buy. But like I said, most people don't buy a car to as an investment. They buy it to get where they need to go. I'm talking about people who got like some paper, like real paper. Because once people start getting real paper, you start thinking in assets and liabilities. That's your mind start to just work like that. Is this gonna make me money or lose me money? So I mean, there's nothing wrong with just buying something nice. You want a nice piece, just keep it for a lifetime. Like I ain't looking for it to be an investment, but eh, jewelry is a waste of money. See, I like watches. I buy watches. I got a watch collection now, but I buy cheap watches that I like. I'm not spending. I mean, I'm not saying I would never spend like $1,000 on a watch, but that's probably my max. That's probably my max. Well, I take that back. It depends on what my financial situation is at the time. I'm not gonna say I would never buy a $10,000 watch, but I'll say this: once I start spending that much money, once more than $1,000 is spent, I would be looking for it to retain its value. So if I spend $10,000 on a watch, it's gonna be a certain type of Rolex or something that I can get, at least shit, at least 8,000 back or something if I ever needed to sell it. Um, But yeah, but see, this what N words don't get. They don't get how the real world work. See, you can't take those guerrilla tactics everywhere you go and think it's gonna serve you, bro. It might work in the hood, but it don't work everywhere else. Now, y'all probably don't know who I'm talking about, but it was some really famous rapper that just recently got out of jail. What's his name? Pooh Shiesty? I might be getting the name wrong. So he was popping when he went to jail. He went to jail for a few years and then he got out and he was popping again. But he was signed to another rapper, Gucci Man, who was probably getting a lot of his, income. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of his income because the record sales ain't really. Let me put it like this: when he got out of jail, he was popping, and he was signed to Gucci Man, right? So Gucci Man, the deal that he had with Gucci Man was probably holding up other millions and stuff, or maybe some other deals that he had, or another offer he had for a big record deal or something for 20 million or something. So this is what this ignoramus did. He got some goons together and went and held Gucci Man hostage and recorded it nonetheless. Talking about let me on my deal. I'm about to record you signing this contract over. Let me on my deal at gunpoint. Recorded on camera. That ain't how that worked, bro. So now he about to go to jail for who knows another 10, 20 years. Or I don't know what they gonna give him. But that was the dumbest shit ever, bro. That's not see. This is why people don't want to deal with street niggas. It's not racism when certain people don't want to deal with niggas. It's just common sense. And good black men have to try to not offset it. Good men have to try to come in and prove that we not like this nigga in this video. It's an uphill battle. Let's finish it out.
My life, but I'm here and I'm
Okay,
here to
well, I
make a
need
deal.
40,000 for that, bro.
I got you. I got you. Listen, you can hold on to the box if you'd like. The box doesn't really have much value to me. I'll pay 30,000. I can cash you out right now.
Need 35.
35. I'm just checking because I remember the last few that I bought and I didn't pay that.
I asked you about the last few you bought,
Yeah,
bro. I want 40,000
I got
for
you.
that one, bro.
But why this is oh my gosh. See, I mean, there's nothing probably I can say that I haven't already said. This is why dudes like this, they just end up dead or in jail, or just end up being losers their whole life. Treating people like this is a horrible way to just go about stuff, man. It just really is, man. It just doesn't. Okay, let's go here. The jeweler trying to make money. So if the jeweler feel like he can make money on it, he's gonna put up with the disrespect. He's gonna put up with this and that. Now, see, let's just continue. Let's just continue.
I asked you about the last few you bought,
Yeah,
bro. I want 40,000
I got
for
you.
that one, bro. 35
Can I
at
close
the
you
least,
at
bro.
31,000?
Nah, I need
32,000?
35. Nah.
Okay, let me tell you this. I'll go 33,000, but it's the highest I'm going. I'm not going a dollar higher than 33,000 because nobody
You
in
trying to
town.
lowball me,
No,
man.
it's missing.
Now let me now. Okay, now he just went from 30,000 to 33,000. Um. Okay, now I told y'all they mark stuff up like 3 or 4 times. That's everything. That's everything you buy, like at a store. Whatever you bought it for, they got it for 3 times less. And that's not like them necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily them ripping you off. They got to make a profit. They trying to make a decent profit. So it makes sense. Um, but when you're dealing with higher, and this is just me speculating. I'm no expert. But when you dealing with higher ticket items, where you're dealing with tens of thousands of dollars, then it's a little different. So I think I think the watch that he's talking about here, I think this Rolex is worth anywhere from $40,000 to $75,000. So hold on, let me pull something up real quick. let's just say it's worth. Trying to think of an example I could use. Mm, okay, if he paid 75 for it, okay, all right, let me say this. Let me say this. Bear with me. Bear with me. And this is me judging a book by its cover. But the N word probably don't really know what the going rate for what that watch is going for, like on the market right now at this second. Okay, when people come in to sell their jewelry or pawn their jewelry, they're going off of what they paid for it, and that's just not how it works at all. And that's probably why a lot of people get mad, because the average Joe will walk in with, like, let's just say an item that he paid $50,000 for, and they'll come sell it like, man, come on, give me 42. No, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work. I paid 54, give me 42. I'm giving you a good deal. No. Hold on, I got a call. I'll be right back.
No.
Okay, let me tell you this. I'll go 33,000, but it's the highest I'm going. I'm not going a dollar higher than 33,000 because nobody in
trying
town.
to lowball me,
No,
man.
it's missing 2 links. It needs a lot of service.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I
And
need
this watch needs
$40,000.
$1,000 worth of work for me to even be able to sell it. You have to understand my side. I can close
What's
you out
the
for
highest you can give me for that,
33,000.
man?
33,000 is the most that I can pay.
All right,
and I'll pay
come
you
on,
cash
I'll
right
take
now.
it, man.
All right, do
I'll
you have
get
your
all
ID
that
on you?
extra
Can I
talk,
get the
though.
box? Is the box mine too?
Yeah, go
All
and
right,
get
do you
the
have
box,
your ID
bro.
on you?
Yeah, I got my ID.
All right, I'll get you some cash, okay? 33,000
I
cash.
need a check, bro.
Check?
Nah, yeah, I need
Okay.
a check. This is going to my business account.
Oh, okay. I'll put the check in your name. No problem. Okay, 33,000. I need a check in. Yep, this name right here. All right, there you go. There's your ID, and there's your check for 33,000.
I appreciate
okay,
it,
thank
bro,
you so
man.
much.
You do good business, man.
I appreciate
you
it,
a good
man.
dude, bro.
Thank you,
With
man.
bro.
I appreciate it.
You ever been knocked out before, bro? I'm trying to sell my Rolex, bro.
Okay, I got you. Oh wow, this is a nice piece, man. Rolex Daytona. That's cool. And how much you hoping to get out of it?
And that's a 116505, man.
Oh yeah,
I need
the model
40,000
number.
for that,
Yeah,
bro.
that's cool, man. It is a 116505. That's cool. And you're looking for how much?
40,000.
You know, it's gonna be too high. Okay, it's good you have the card, but it's the older model, you know.
All right. Now he said something about putting something in his business account. Hey, he might have a business. Not cool. I ain't gonna say what kind of business I think it is, but he may have a legit business. But bro, if you got a legit business, you gotta learn how to talk to people and deal with people, because that ain't it. And he could have easily told you to get the out of my store, and I'm calling the cops, and you wouldn't have got nothing. So yeah, I think we know the lesson of this video. Let me see something real quick. Shout out to the Rumbleites. Um, I want to go over this video with a Melissa Ford. Let's just start it. I'm definitely not going to finish it. It's an hour and 45 minutes. But let's just start here.
home, but the hunter has to show up so that my wife goes,
Yeah. But I mean, the conversation is pretty much the same. You know, you
Single stuff.
yeah, they do.
You got me?
They're not sitting at home knitting.
I'm a married man. I'm a father of 2. I'm a community man. So my tribe is full of men who are in committed relationships, whether they're married or not, committed relationships, and who are also committed to strengthening and building those around them. That's what holds me to account.
Can I tell you what my algorithm looks like? Child.
Not taking off the glasses.
Because this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you, okay? Because I have seen you on social media, in the gym with the boys.
Yeah.
Their whole life is social media. I mean, I'm not gonna say her whole. Melissa Ford, I'm sure she got businesses and this and that, and she moving and shaking. So I'm not gonna say it ain't like she just sitting at the house on social media all day. But even when they out in the real world, they on social media all day. Yeah. Real life is not social media, Melissa. I would think you're traveled enough and worldly enough to know that. But you're a woman. Never mind.
That's what holds me to account.
Can I tell you what my algorithm looks like? Child.
Not taking off the glasses.
Because this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you, okay? Because I have seen you on social media in the gym with the boys.
Yes.
I have seen you on social media talking on other podcasts
That's my hunter self.
Yes, apparently so.
Yes.
And yeah.
The human is the one that I bring home, but the hunter has to show up so that my wife goes,
Yeah. But I mean, the conversation is pretty much the same. You know, it seems that you are around like-minded individuals.
Yes.
And it also seems like if they are not of like mind, they get kicked out. You know, if they cannot be schooled or coached, then they are removed.
Yes.
So the other places I've seen you on social media is also on podcasts talking about.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. If they cannot be schooled or coached, then yeah, no hard feelings, but you got to get away from me. And not like on some stuff like you got to get on my program or nothing, but you have to cultivate your life with cultivate a life where people are yeah. So cultivate a life of like-minded people to some extent. How do I put this? When it comes to certain basic standards, I mean, you got some people who they could be friends with a liberal, even though they're a Republican or whatever. But it's like, so we can have difference of opinion on certain things, but when it comes to certain basic decency or basic standards, like, yeah, you got to be on a certain type of time, or we just not compatible to be around each other. Like point blank, period.
Being in public spaces like a grocery store, and you let any, sister know while I am here.
Come find me.
Come find me if you need anything. If you need protection, safety, you need me walk to your car.
Covering.
I've covering. I have got you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
No, that's not a man. That's not anybody's responsibility. Like, I get it. I get it. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm conflicted on that statement. If y'all see me out and about and you need covering, I'm here for you. What kind of covering though? Like, I mean, yeah, if a woman need help with her groceries, hey, young man, RB, not that she would know my name, but hey, RB, can you help me with my groceries? Sure, I'll help you with your groceries to your car. Look, I'm a nice guy, but like, I don't know about me making a public hey, any woman who see RB out, I'm your covering. Like, nah, that's taking it too far. But on some level, I respect it, but nah, because how far will they take that?
on social media is also on podcasts talking about being in public spaces like a grocery store, and you let any, sister know while I am here.
No, that's your man's job. So he's gonna be literally Captain Save-A-Hole for all the disobedient, loud, disrespectful women who've made all the wrong decisions, but don't let nobody tell them nothing. But she'll always get bailed out by some simp. So that's why they're gonna keep being disrespectful, and why society will fail is niggas like that who's saying, "Hey, it don't matter what you do, what you say. You a woman, so I'm here to help. Come grab me if you need help just because you're a woman. No matter if you 6 kids by 6 different baby daddies, if you disrespectful as fuck, loud as fuck, destructive as fuck, ruining your kids' lives. Hey, you a woman, so I'll always be here for you no matter what." That's the problem. in our society because they always know they can get bailed out no matter what they do.
Come find me.
Come find me if you need anything. If you need protection, safety, you need me walk to your car.
Covering.
I've covering. I have got you.
Yes, ma'am.
And when I first heard you say that, I thought to myself, well, what would I do with that if somebody said that? Because
hopefully you would use it.
I would like to think that I would.
Hopefully you would use it.
But in this day and age, it is hard to believe that a man would have such pure altruistic intentions
to cover you and not try to covet you.
Amen and hallelujah, speak to the church. Yes, yes, exactly. So let me tell you a little bit about my algorithm, which is why I wear this shirt, to let everybody know that I am not the man hater that
Saying good men still exist is some shit a man hater would say. I mean, well, it's like a backhanded compliment. I know it seemed like all these motherfuckers is trash, but they still exist somewhere out there. That is like some man hater shit to say. Of course they exist. And I know the ridiculousness of that statement isn't falling short on this brother, but he ain't gonna say nothing. He gotta keep it politically correct.
some people are labeling me as. First of all, it's just so cheap and easy to call me that, because the actual truth is how much I do love men.
I could feel that in everything that I could just feel it.
Yeah.
I'm a
No, don't be sorry. Be careful, ho, because you never know who understands your language, all right?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense.
I'm a big brother, so I can feel that.
So where my ire comes from, where my frustration comes from, is disappointment, you know? And social media, for some reason, over the last few years, the amplification.
All right, I gotta get something to eat. I hate to pause it. Just give me a second. I'm gonna cut this on. She ain't gonna say nothing interesting. We already know that, but we're gonna get into it. But I'm gonna play this for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Anna? Hi, welcome in.
Hold on. Can you see me?
No, we can't see you yet. Hi, welcome in, Hannah.
So I have a fashion question today.
Hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Oh yes.
Okay, so what's your fashion question?
So I'm going to my cousin's bachelorette party this weekend. It's gonna be out near the Hamptons, and we're going to a nice dinner one of the nights, and I have a few options, and I was just seeing.
Okay. Can we put on option number 1? Do we have on option number 1?
I don't have on the option number 1, but I'll put it on, or I could show you guys, or you want me to put it on?
Show us. Let's see.
Okay. So, because I could just show you guys, and then which ones you guys want me to put on.
Okay.
How do I flip on here?
You like put it down in front of you and then.
Okay. So the first option is this cute.
Okay, that's cutesy bootsy. Okay, cute. Cutesy bootsy. Okay, for bachelorette party, right? Like party turn up. Okay.
Yeah. We're staying out there for a few nights, but and then this dress, not what's behind it, but.
Okay, that's not for night. That would be for daytime.
Okay, daytime. Okay.
Yeah. And what's the red behind it? I didn't see the red. What's the red?
I thought this was more casual. I was gonna bring this too.
Okay, yeah, for daytime.
Yeah.
Sure. For night, the pink works so far. Yeah. the
Yeah.
pink one.
Okay. And then I have this. It's a little vintage moment. It was my mom's.
Ah, Okay.
Have like a little slip on the side.
Okay. Archive on the archive
It's gonna be
vintage.
like it's like seafood. It's like on the water, I think.
Okay, that's for day. That
Okay,
wouldn't be
still
for
day,
night.
still
For
day. I
day.
have a lot of I have a lot of daytime, not nighttime.
Yeah, this is all for day.
I have this. I wore this for my birthday last year. It's yellow.
Oh, okay, butter yellow. Oh, okay. Yes, nice. Bring her with you. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, bring her with you.
So do you think this or or do you think I should give you one more option, the pink or that?
It's like either or. When hair and makeup is done and then you put it on, then we'll know. And what are we doing for hair and makeup? Are we doing a blowout?
Yeah, typically I wear my hair blown out. My hair this is like I slept in it wet, like curly. So yeah, typically
we're
I
gonna
would
do a
wear my
nice
hair
blowout.
blown out.
Okay.
Shoes, like I have a lot of kitten heels.
Stiletto. You look tall and thin. Stiletto.
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Yeah. So a stiletto would look good on you on the leg.
Yeah. I don't really have anything like that. I have like
Show me what you have. Show me what you were thinking.
Shoes I'm lacking like very badly. I don't have anything like high. I'm trying to
Show me what you were thinking. We don't see her yet.
like it's like pink. They're like pink.
Wait. Show the heel. Come on, show that heel, Hannah. What is that? What is that? A thumbtack. No.
Okay,
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Hold on.
That's the shoes that we purchased when we were 5 that our mother got with the Barbie doll shoes.
These are gold.
Hannah.
Yes. Okay. I have time. I have a few days, so. I have these too. They're like gold.
That's a sandal. That's for daytime.
Okay, daytime.
That also gives vintage vibe. That
yes,
one.
these are my mom's. These are my
See,
mom's.
I know. I didn't want to say that. That also gives that vibe.
Low-key, they're starting to dry rot a little bit.
Okay, yeah, girl. Come on now.
But
we can go out and get us a new pair.
Yes, I'll get a new shoe. Like you think like you showed me like that, like with the strap around the.
Let me show you again. Yes. Yeah. This is a platform stiletto. It's comfortable because it has this here for support.
Okay.
My frustration comes from is disappointment, you know? And social media, for some reason, over the last few years, the amplification of these voices from the manosphere and the brosphere has women, specifically Black women, feeling shock and
Man, Black women been horrible to Black men for decades. We don't give a fuck about your shock or clutching your pearls. You've been destroying Black men for decades. And we just took this shit. Now we got a voice. Oh, this is mind-blowing and shocking and they must be stopped. Fuck out of here.
and just like aghast and saddened and full of sorrow at how at how our Black men regard us. You know, how openly they disparage us.
You've earned every disparagement. As a demographic, you've earned every disparagement and more. You lucky men didn't just mass delete you based on all the foul shit you've been doing for decades. Back in the olden times, maybe motherfuckers might have just got you up out of here. So this is child's play, whatever we talking about in the red pill community. Because y'all done did shit that's really worthy of deletion. Lying on men saying they molested their kids when they didn't and shit. That's the type of shit that's worthy of deletion. Ruining motherfuckers' lives. You got a new girlfriend. I'm about to make your life a living hell. Then I'm gonna do everything in my power to make your life a living hell. Worthy of deletion. So just talking some shit on some red pill channels, that's nothing. But that shows you that they live in fantasy world. They don't know how the world really works. Because they get insulated from how shit really works. Men couldn't do half the shit black women do to black men without getting deleted. You think I could do what most? You think I could do the foul shit that black women do to black men and not get deleted? See, they just don't get it.
And I'm not, and this is where you get the whole not all men thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's too complicated to dumpster dive to find the one morsel of food that hasn't been contaminated.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I say the cacophony of noise is so overwhelming that at this point, I just don't even date. I just go to the park with my dogs.
Nobody's trying to date a 50-year-old woman. You've had plenty of opportunities to get married. You had plenty of opportunities to pick one of the good men. You knew who the good men were the whole time. And you chose to be a thotty. Yeah. So now you old and washed up and you're talking about, I don't date because, men aren't good and it's only, a morsel in a fucking haystack and all that. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're full of shit, bitch. And that's why nobody takes you serious.
I can't go through
That
another.
hurts my heart. As a big brother, that hurts my heart.
I
We'll get
can't-
to that in a
I
second.
cannot go through another talking stage
Mhm.
just to find out that this is somebody who is deceitful and dishonest. It just runs the gamut.
Because that's all you qualify for. Niggas trying to figure out a way to just hit some buns and run. You're not worth commitment. You ain't worth taking serious. You're a washed up old feminist who been ran through by the whole rap game and sports industry probably. Niggas, that ain't wife material, that ain't girlfriend material. So yeah, you qualify. All you qualify for is liars, manipulators, and cheaters, and niggas with wives. Niggas just trying to sneak in and sneak out, and they gonna do whatever they gotta do to get they gonna do whatever they gotta do to get that. Yeah, I don't think that's good character, but you don't qualify for men with good character.
Contaminated. Because when I say the cacophony of noise is so overwhelming that at this point I just don't even date. I just go to the park with my dogs. I can't go through
That
another.
hurts my heart. As a big brother, that hurts my heart.
I
We'll get to
can't-
that in a
I
second.
cannot go through another talking stage just to find out that this is somebody who is deceitful and dishonest. It just runs the gamut. And then when you do see the men like yourself, like a Deontay Kyle from Grits and Eggs, like a Mr. Jason Wilson, when you see when you see the good guys, who are trying to make a difference and trying to be, promote a healthy, examination of masculinity, you go into the subject and then all you see is simp and panderer and all of these accusations that your actions are only derived from this desire to appeal to women in order to, achieve something or be given something.
Right.
And that in itself is so disheartening as well.
Yep.
It's so frustrating to see that. So when women are, generalizing men and guys are like, well, not all guys. I'm like, well, there's a reason why we chose the bear. There's a reason why we.
Now this shit just went into retard mode. So bro was sitting on this couch like, this bitch is fucking retarded. But he like, he's still like, I love my sister, but this bitch is fucking retarded. She didn't went into the bed. See, you can't have an intellectual conversation with women. I don't sit down and try to have one with them. They not worthy of that. Most of them. Some of them are. Most of them aren't. This bitch talking about choosing the bear. Even the beta blue pill punk bitches is face palming.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What kind of shit is that? You just saying anything now, ho.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit.
And everybody's caught up in all that shit?
What you mean to say is all the niggas you up with ain't shit.
Here we go. Here the fuck we go. Here the fuck we go.
We chose the bear, and don't get me started about the bear because I've had like
I
almost
refuse
fist
to go
fights
there with the
about
for real.
about the goddamn bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a picture of what my algorithm looks like. A bunch of fed up women who are decentering the idea of a man being in their lives and just living their lives like it's golden because they got good friend groups and they travel and you know they're just expanding their worldview on what a full and meaningful life looks like, excluding men.
Yeah, because you fucking failed miserably on the dating market. So what other choice do you have but make it seem like you're living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden? Of course, because a woman ain't never gonna say, "Man, I'm a fucking loser and it's all my fault. I had every opportunity to win, but I still found a way to fuck it up." Some women will keep it real like that. Most won't. So yeah, you're gonna say I'm living my best life. Is there 600 pounds, one eye, living in the box? You're gonna say I'm still living my best life though. God got me. Yeah, of course.
You know, they're just expanding their worldview on what a full and meaningful life looks like, excluding men, and the men that are really really angry about it and call us everything from like spinsters to old, washed up, and all the other things that I find in my comment section. So that's what my algorithm looks like. I want to get your take on what women in general are seeing with regularity, and is hope dangerous for us?
No, one. So there's so much. Okay, so let me start with whenever I see a woman who is stuck in the state of leading with her masculinity, I recognize that that is a hurt sister who is trying desperately to protect her femininity. So whenever I see it, I am urged to triage my sister's heart.
I love that word, triage.
Because that she's been injured.
Here's the problem. See, when men talk, it don't fucking matter what word you love. Let me fucking talk. See, this is the pussification of men. What we say and do don't gotta go through a woman's filters to be validated and deemed okay. See that's what's wrong with America. Whatever, if I wanted to use an offensive word, so be it, bitch. Shut up and let a man talk.
Triage my sister's heart.
I love that word, triage.
Because that she's been injured. What I also want you to know is, you know, but I wrote a book called Male versus Man that is a book on manhood.
Please send me a copy of that.
Listen.
I'm going to read that from cover to cover.
If
Bitch, buy it. Bitch, buy it. You a boss babe who makes 6 figures. Buy the damn book.
I wrote a book called Male versus Man that is a book on manhood.
Please send me a copy of that.
Hey, real quick, X. I stole that from Tommy Lauren. Yeah, I stole that from Tommy Lauren. That's who I first heard say it. I give women credit where credit is due. She said something about the pussification of men.
I wrote a book called Male versus Man. That is a book on manhood.
Please send me a copy of that.
Listen,
I'm going to read that from cover to cover.
if you look on, I'm not trying to plug Amazon, but I have to use it as an example. If you look on Amazon right now, that book, in an age where you're not even allowed to talk about manhood, that book is rated probably 4.7 out of 5 stars.
Congratulations.
The reviews are upwards of 1,500, men and women. And the reason why that book is resonating with so many, both men and women, is because the premise behind it is that males look to be served while men look to be of service.
It both need to happen, bruh. I'm gonna be of service and she need to be of service of me. I'm looking to be served and I'm looking to serve. So I reject that. I'm sure this is a good brother. He doing more work in the community than me. He richer than me, everything more than me. Salute. But I reject that. And I hope every man listening to the sound of my voice reject that. It's both. Both. Like, yeah, I agree. Y'all hear me say that all the time. Being in a relationship or being men naturally serve society. We've been serving society and building society and serving women and children since the caveman days, bruh. We don't need nobody to say that out loud. That's just what we do naturally. Most of us. Even shit, we do it even when we're not trying to do it a lot of times. We don't need that to be said. That was some whole ass shit you just said, bro. Nothing personal. I ain't calling your name, but that to me that was some whole ass shit you just said.
Book is rated probably 4.7 out of 5 stars.
Congratulations.
The reviews are upwards of 1,500, men and women. And the reason why that book is resonating with so many, both men and women, is because the premise behind it is that males look to be served while men look to be of service.
Bars.
As a woman, the subtitle of the book is How to Honor Women, Teach Children, and Elevate Men to Change the World. So the book isn't just for men. It's for women too.
But bro, so we got to do all that and get nothing in return? See, that's the part that these people don't want to talk about. I got to do all that. And what do I get in return, bro? Maybe a pat on the head? Wow. That's frustrating to hear. Real men wouldn't want nothing in return. And the truth is, most men don't really want much of anything in return, other than some basic human decency, maybe some pussy from time to time, a sandwich. But niggas like this, nah, you shouldn't even ask for that.
And elevate men to change the world. So the book isn't just for men. It's for women too. Because if our sisters don't know, okay, let me sort of reverse engineer this for a second. Many of our sisters have been taught how to either look at a guy's pecs, paper, or penis.
Okay.
The conversation goes with her girl, look at
1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Now, the guys, the males, who have not matriculated into manhood because they haven't received proper information and instruction, remember the coaching, they get stuck in maleness. So they've got all of the stuff that make them look like men. They got facial hair. They got all of the, right? The accoutrements of success, all of that. It makes them appear as men. But really, they're still stuck in the mental, emotional, spiritual capacity of boys.
I mean, that's true. I don't disagree with him there. Well, look, y'all know what I say. Look, this is a male channel or whatever, but I mean, yeah, most niggas is suckers. Bitch ass niggas and suckers, white, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican. When you really get to know most men, they're not anything. I'm not saying I'm a saint or the ideal man or nothing. Hey, most people might say that about me if they assess me. But most men aren't. Like I'm trying to see how I want to word this. So let me be more precise and concise. And this isn't just men, this is just people. I just don't think most people have any type of like true respectable character. And maybe I don't, but even if I don't, the point still stands. Some people do. Even if I'm not one of them, fine. But most guys don't have what it takes, whether it's mentally, emotionally, whatever. Most men don't have what it takes to truly be a respectable man. And maybe even I don't. To truly be like a man. And I'm not the bar isn't perfection, of course. But most men don't have what it takes to even, you know, just be truly solid enough to be like, that's a respectable motherfucker right there. Like he ain't perfect, ain't nobody gonna be perfect. I get it, but he's the bar, kind of in a sense. He like right now that's the bar. Those type of guys. So you could say that about. They ain't perfect, but he's the bar to meet right now. He's that archetype of like the bar to meet as far as manhood. I mean, by definition, everybody can't be that. I mean, if everybody's special, special wouldn't be special, right? So yeah, I agree with what he just said. Most men get solid in one or two areas and just lead with that. You know, they say lead with your strengths. He just lead with that and stand on that, and that's pretty much that's it. He don't ever really grow anymore past that. He just stand on. I know how to fight, and I make six figures, so I'm just standing on them too. Fuck everything else. Not that they say fuck everything else, but they get caught up in those two and they don't really work on all the other stuff from there on out. Or I work hard and I take care of my family, so fuck it, I ain't really focused on nothing. No, I'm a real man because I work hard and take care of my family. I treat people like shit, but hey, I work hard and take care of my family. I can't control my temper, but hey, I work hard and take care of my family.
And what they've been taught are the tenets of what masculinity is, but not manhood. So they've been taught how to work on their pecs because what they've been told is your manhood is measured in how strong you are. They've been taught that
get fit, get rich.
That's it. So now your manhood is measured up against how much paper you make. Or your penis. How many women have you slept with? None of those things have anything to do with manhood.
Zero.
So now.
Okay, but okay. Ford, you don't. Can you just stop? Because you don't decide what manhood. You don't know what manhood is, Ford. You don't know what it is. They're such hypocrites. Because she's the exact woman who was chasing pecs, paper, and penis for the past 35 years. So now she want to sit on the couch, pretend. That don't got nothing to do with man. Right. Like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. I hope you hear me shut the fuck, because you sound fucking stupid.
We've got two sides that have been misled about what manhood is. So our sisters have been taught to look for men based on those three areas. Our brothers have.
No. See, he keep giving the bitch a out. And, and you know, I should stop. I gotta pick and choose when I say certain words. Because sometimes if you say bitch, it'll turn people off, they'll click off, and they'll miss the message. They'll miss the gospel. Men like this always try to give women a way out. They're always gonna frame something where it wasn't the woman's fault. Nothing was ever the woman's fault. And this is sexism in a sense. It's infantilizing women. They love to be pandered to, so they'll go along with it. Yeah, I ain't do nothing wrong. Keep going, brother. Preach, brother, preach. I gotta put this in the classic bin. This stream. No, she wasn't taught to prioritize pecs, paper, and penis. It's in her DNA to chase the man who's strong and got status and can provide and give her resources, and you know she'll want to reproduce with him because he can protect and provide for the family. It's in her fucking blood, bro. She didn't have to be taught that. Just wanted to clear that up.
Have been taught that these are the three areas that their manhood is measured up against, and really, both sides are lost.
But I think.
Well, no. That is what your man. That is what your manhood is measured against by women and men. So let me clear this up. Men don't judge other men by, oh, he got really good character, dude. He a really nice guy. That's not how dudes assort the hierarchy. He's a really friendly, nice guy, y'all. Let's put him at the top of the food chain. No, it ain't how that shit work. It's who's the strongest, who's most competent. Yeah, who got bitches, who it's a lot of shit. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not gonna say that men assort the hierarchy by who got the greatest character and the greatest emotional intelligence. Hell no.
Look for men based on those three areas. Our brothers have been taught that these are the three areas that their manhood is measured up against, and really, both sides are lost.
But I think things are changing drastically right now.
They're trying.
Well, here's what is happening. Is that women, by and large, this is the first full generation of women that no longer need to get married or be with men for provision or protection.
Yes, but
this is the first. So just
yes.
So this is the first time.
But this is also one of our problems, ironically.
So, but wait, hold on. So what women are now asking for is we're asking for a man to come to the table who has a certain level of self-development.
You don't have that certain level of self-development. You aged the fuck out, so now you gotta act like you noble. You were never noble, you still aren't noble now. It's a defense mechanism now. I'm spiritually enlightened. No, you old and washed up, and you can't be that young fine bitch on the front of King magazine anymore. Because if you did, you still would be on the same shit you was on back then. That's what you're not gonna dive in on, sis.
Also one of our problems, ironically.
So, but wait, hold on. So what women are now asking for is we're asking for a man to come to the table who has a certain level of self-development. We're looking for EQ. We're looking for curiosity.
On top of, she not gonna mention this, on top of pecs, paper, and penis. So AKA, now that I'm old and washed up, I'm looking for Mr. 0.1%. I was looking for Mr. 1% when I was young, youthful, you know, pretty, fertile, and all that, and desirable. But now that I'm old and washed up, I deserve a 0.01% man. That makes no sense whatsoever. She's trying to word it like, we don't care about pecs, penis, and paper no more. It's just about EQ and, you know, sense of humor. It's cap.
Asking for is we're asking for a man to come to the table who has a certain level of self-development. We're looking for EQ. We're looking for curiosity, intellectual curiosity. We're looking for somebody who has empathy. We're looking for somebody who understands the nature of partnership. Women are generally speaking, but a lot of women are not very interested in fulfilling, specific gender roles like I cook, I clean, you take the garbage out type shit. Women are looking for partnership.
Did you see the veins? Did you see the veins popping out of her neck when she said that? Gender roles and then you do the garbage and I do the food type shit. Did you see the masculinity pop out real quick and the mental illness? We're gonna rewind it. Hey,
I'd have picked her out in a lineup at a brothel, but outside of that, no. Yeah, see, this is some other delusion. Okay, who in their right mind? This is severe mental illness. Stay the fuck away from this shit. She may smell bad. She may be awful with sex. She may give terrible jobs. She may be terrible to actually walk down the street with. She may be very just awkward or mean or rude. So we don't know. Prince Charming is for young, youthful, pretty bitches who know how to be submissive. That's not for you. Women are walking balls of misery that just learn how to look cute, look like something you might want to fuck a few times. But they're all walking balls of misery, man. All of them. I am roast her personally. But it's just a part of the game, man. You push it on the internet, you gotta be ready for the good and the bad. So deal with it. I guarantee you this woman is hell to be around. Because she's strong. She's independent. She's got feminism pulsing through her veins because she's a cold-blooded woman in the workforce. No man wants that shit. The men who want it are the beta soy boys sitting with you drinking chocolate mocha lattes at Starbucks. Those men that you don't want to fuck. The men who you just sit around and kill time with so you don't have to go home and sit around and think why the men you want don't want you anymore. It's not the man who's gonna fuck you like you're a piece of fucking trash and choke you and spit on you, because that's what these women really want. Those men don't want you. I mean, they may take you for a night or two, but they ain't trying to sit up with you. Guys who want women who end up in these boats are those soy boy softies. She knows she's getting older. She doesn't want to admit it. She doesn't want to talk about it as fact. She'll just keep playing age number games. And if men date 25-year-olds and they're pedophiles now and all, she'll do all that. But this woman knows when she's sitting alone in her bedroom crying herself with a glass of wine and tissues, eating buffalo burgers and coffee cakes, she is sitting down crying her eyeballs out because she's done. Her age alone is going to fuck her up. That woman is finished. I get it, like, she probably gives good head, you probably bust big nuts in her and shit like that. Woman's brain is only a one-way street. Very rarely can a woman, once she goes down a one-way street, can she go, oh wait, I'm doing this wrong, and turn around and fix it. Their brains are not made to maintain anything for long term. See, maintenance, the only time they become that aware is once they get super fucked up. Once they know they're ugly or they're 400 pounds or they got 8 kids by 15 different men. Once they fall into those categories, see, now it's that awareness of, now I got to maintain shit. Now I got to act like I have some sense. In reality, the highest position she's going to get is side hoe. she knows her value has dropped, right? And pay attention, because this is where women end up in complete misery for the rest of their lives. Once they end up in these age brackets and have to get married after 27, 28, 29, 30, she knows that any man who will happily take her on must be of lower value. Why? Because she is now of lower value. The woman now has to weigh her options. Do I just keep living alone and all my friends are married and do have kids and now I'm just alone with my cats, wine, and buffalo burgers and prescription medications? Or get with this guy who must be clearly low value because he's fucking with me. A woman over 28, 29, 30 and or a single mother woman will never love you. You are not what she wanted. You can't be. Okay, in her eyes, you can never be that.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
When she's so fucking great, so is she such a great potential wife and all this shit? Who was she fucking when she was 22 and 23? Was she fucking the nice guys? The nice guys who don't have any kids and all this? Who was she fucking? I tell you who she was fucking. She was fucking a guy who didn't give a fuck. That's who she was fucking back then. See, she's not gonna touch on all that. We gonna leave that quiet. Put that over there somewhere. Then we can focus on these evil men's now. We gonna leave that out. Now, like I said in older videos, right? Since she was fucking those guys back then, talking like William Shatner, she was fucking those guys back then. Her pussy is literally calibrated for that type of guy. So even if she gets the nice guy, her pussy is not calibrated for that shit. She's been fucked hard, rough, 6 ways from Sunday, dude. By complete asshole motherfuckers that kicked her out the next morning. All right? I remember I fucked the bitch rough here one time. This is before I met my girl, and I fucked her rough here. And walked her out to her fucking Uber. Her makeup was all white because I was spitting on the bitch's face and licking her face and I just spitting in her mouth, spitting all over her. So her makeup was all gone. You mean to tell me she can go back to vanilla sex with the nice guy who's nice and brought me flowers? You think she's really happy with that shit? Be honest with yourself. Fuck out of here, man. See, because she knows she can pull this shit on that weak punk ass American bitch-made feminist crowd. She can pull that shit on them motherfuckers. She can't pull that on me. I already know what that is. That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that, since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have standards and my standards are here. And if you do not touch these standards, you have no chance with my pussy. And then they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it. I don't even want to fuck you anymore. I so don't mean this to bash her. I'm just talking about like women in general when they hit this shit in life. Like it's the same shit every fucking time for that category of woman. Either they end up the town bicycle or they end up the whole other extreme and no man's ever good enough. Even if this woman finds the exact guy that she's looking for, who's better than her, who's ambitious and has goals and dreams and aspirations. Okay, he's 6 foot tall, 6-pack abs, 12-inch dick, former Olympian, former astronaut, drives a Bugatti. Let's say she finds this exact man. What will a woman do after that? She will become incredibly insecure and doubt why that great man is fucking with a 3-year-old woman who couldn't keep a man for the last 15 years. That's exactly what she's gonna do. And she's gonna destroy the relation. She'll find a way to destroy it because her self-esteem is so fucked up that she knows she can't keep him. That's exactly what she's gonna end up back out there, single as fuck. Living my best life, boss babe. She gonna end up back on the internet. That's where she's going, and you can't help them at this point. At this point, all you can do is hope she's either gonna be a town bicycle, and just have your turn with her and use her as a side bitch, or yeah, or hope she just shuts the fuck up and ends up, with some dude that she really don't like, but she's just shutting the fuck up, and at least he's housing her type of shit, and just keep her out of the fucking pit. Just keep her over there somewhere. Just go work at a call center. Just get the fuck away from society, because you ain't gonna do nothing but piss people off. All right. Why the fuck can't she keep a fucking man? The easiest thing on earth to sell is pussy. You would have a harder time finding drinkable water in Walmart than selling pussy. If this bitch can't sell her damn pussy, that, trust me, dude, that is a much bigger problem than you think it is. Woo! At that point, hey, like I said, either she's an easy town bicycle or keep her the fuck away from me, because she's proved what she is over the last 15, 20 years.
By the time they hit 40, they want the whole world. But you 40, like you ain't worth the whole world no more. You was worth that 20 years ago. By the time they hit 35, they say, you better come up with XYZ. Like, you ain't worth XYZ. And they be bad. Like, it's so sad. But I'm glad. Bars. Their lifespan is a comedy show, to be honest about it, man. It's brutal to say, but it is. And it's funny. The reason it's so funny is because when they're on top, they don't care about you at all. You can just roll, you can literally roll down the street and die in front of them, and they will walk over you when they're in their top prime. That's what makes it so hilarious in the end. Like all
When Melissa Ford was on the front of King magazine, you literally could have rolled over and died in front of her, and she would have walked over your dead body. I'm cute. I'm on the front of King. I ain't worried about no dead body. Somebody call 911. And now she talking about a motherfucker having EQ. You think she had EQ when she was on the front of King magazine and a dude who worked at Lowe's tried to holler at her? You think she had emotional what is it, quotient or whatever the fuck, quoting, whatever the
of partnership. Women are generally speaking, but a lot of women are not very interested in fulfilling, specific gender roles like I cook, I clean, you take the garbage out type shit. Women are looking for partnerships because a lot of these
Look, hold up, real quick.
but a lot of women are not very interested in fulfilling, specific gender roles like I cook, I clean, you take the garbage out type shit.
The veins popping out of her fucking neck. Like this is crazy, y'all. This is fucking crazy. Look, if y'all not interested in being traditional women, then cool, just fuck off. All of you, just fuck off. And that's what she's saying she doing. Yeah. You didn't go your own way, you got sent your own way by the men who you want. Yeah, please decenter men. But you can't decenter men. Your whole channel is about men. Your whole existence is about men. That's why you can't stop talking about men. Start a channel about planting or how to fucking groom your poodle, or traveling or being a fierce boss woman with feminism running through your veins. Don't talk about men then. If you decenter men, don't talk about men at all. You can't.
specific gender roles, like I cook, I clean, you take the garbage out type shit. Women are looking for partnerships because a lot of the women we're talking about are extraordinarily self-sufficient and especially financially sufficient. So there is the need for partnership. And also when it comes to child, rearing, it's like you're not babysitting your child. You're taking care of your child as well. So this is a 50-50 thing between the two of us. And what women are starting to discover is that men emotionally have been left behind. There is a
Women are emotional toddlers when they don't get their way, when somebody tell them no, when they can't control a situation. Especially women over 40, they are controlling as fuck. They are way more controlling than they say men are. Most women in America control their relationships and marriage. And if you try to take any control whatsoever, World War III. Most women don't have high EQ. Just because they're more emotional don't mean they're more emotionally intelligent or more emotionally regulated. That's fucking ridiculous. It's one of the biggest myths in this space. They're big ass kids.
so this is a 50-50 thing between the two of us. And what women are starting to discover is that men emotionally have been left behind. There is a drastic chasm between the two of us. Now, what I want to bring in at this moment is, I'm going to butcher this, but Bell Hooks, in her book All About Love, she basically talks about the first violent act of the patriarchy is not against women, it's against young boys, where it basically asks them or conditions them to carve out their entire emotional spectrum. And all that's left is what's acceptable emotion for men to display: rage and anger. Empathy, vulnerability, sadness,
Two of the
joy,
most acceptable
whimsy.
things about a guy.
Exactly. Though the other things, they are not. So it almost seems like boys aren't necessarily raised to be boys, because what does that even mean? They're raised how to not be girls.
That's it.
And so that's confusing as hell. So what does it mean to raise a boy into a man? What does that mean without using the example of, see, girls do this, don't do this. Like, as a father, how do you raise a boy from a man in a healthy manner? Because evidently,
Instead of going on your feminist rant, I mean, how many questions have you fucking posed in this 10-minute rant? Can he fucking speak? Can your guest speak? Fucking deranged feminist bitch. Can the guest speak? Oh my gosh.
that's confusing as hell. So what does it mean to raise a boy into a man? What does that mean without using the example of, see, girls do this, don't do this. Like, as a father, how do you raise a boy from a man in a healthy manner? Because evidently, as a woman who's in these streets, a lot of them are literally still stuck in that maleness, as you say.
Yeah. The simple answer is this: the same rules that we have for our daughter dating are the same rules that we have for our son dating. The same things that so many of us as men and potential men in waiting, we've gotten our humanity stolen from us. So the minute that you tell a boy that he shouldn't cry because boys don't cry is the minute that you have stolen that boy's humanity from him. So many of our women have been programmed.
Okay. Yeah, I get what he's saying. I totally get what he's saying. Um, how do I want to put this? Men, we don't have the luxury to act in a way that aligns with how we think the world should be. Women can do that because they're insulated from the real dangers of the world a lot of times. Men aren't. I can't go out there crying like a bitch today because that's how the world should be. Because I'm going to get eaten a fucking alive. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah, man, we don't have the luxury to do that. Now, when the world change and when the narrative change, where men can cry and still be respected, then we can do it on a large scale, maybe. Not that I would condone just walking around crying all the time, but I get the point that he's trying to make.
In waiting. We've gotten our humanity stolen from us. So the minute that you tell a boy that he shouldn't cry, because boys don't cry, is the minute that you have stolen that boy's humanity from him. So many of our women have been programmed into seeing men as stoic as their great-grandfathers and grandfathers, but just don't know it. So when they have a conversation with a man who is emotionally in tune with himself, and he talks about something that hurt his feelings or something that he doubts about himself or something that he may fear, it gives a woman the ick. Very few people, look, our brothers are suffering, but I'm going to say this very loud, full-chested. Our women are doing better, but they're not doing well.
Explain that.
Because when I just gave that example about a woman hearing all of those things from a man and then getting the ick behind it, what you don't realize about yourself is that you're still caught up in the idea of what patriarchy is.
Yes.
Because we're all poisoned by it. It's not just the guys. It's the women too.
Oh, I've met quite a few women with internalized misogyny and that are really
for sure.
Yeah.
So when this woman, now watch this, if we're talking about our sisters being the most educated demographic in the country, if you're the most educated demographic in the country.
Not true, by the way. Not true, by the way. I'll let y'all look up the stats.
It would stand to reason that eventually that's going to turn into dollars. And if that turns into dollars, it stands to reason that you will probably be the bigger breadwinner in your relationship. Are you ready for that?
Okay, so let me ask you this. That is a very good
Most women are not.
So that is a very good question. That is a very, very good question. However,
because we got to have a real conversation now. I'm done having the surface level fake conversation. I went all the way, and I'm okay with that. I just want him to have feelings. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're lying.
You're right.
You're lying.
Okay, so let me say by way of observation,
Mm-hmm.
I have observed in relationships with friends, when the woman is the breadwinner.
Yes.
Boy, does it get super complicated.
It gets so
but there's
complicated.
there's two things that are happening.
You know why? Because everybody has to retrain their brain.
So there's two things that are happening at the same time.
Yep.
One, she may feel it's a little bit challenging to regard him as the head of the household when she's the one paying for the household.
So let me get to that real quick. This is good. This is good. We got to bring into the conversation now this idea of particularly black men and black women.
Black men make more than black women. Look it up. I just want to make sure that's clear. Crystal fucking clear. Black men make more than black women. Every man makes more than his woman in America.
Black women are under the impression that when they become accomplished and they make more money, that black men are intimidated by them.
Do you not agree that some
It's
are?
ridiculous. It is ridiculous. There's a huge difference between being intimidated and turned off. Because I have seen this firsthand from some of our sisters who carry this like a badge. No man, I'm gonna get crass for a second. If you are not bending over your man, and if you can't beat him up, you can't intimidate him. It's not possible. Let's stop the garbage.
Okay.
No man is going to be intimidated by you unless you are bending him over or beating him up.
Okay.
Now watch this.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Some men are intimidated by a woman who's doing too much because they feel inadequate, that they're not doing as good as her or better than her. But maybe I'm using the wrong word. But I don't know what the word is, but that's a thing. And that is a weak man. Because a woman money can't intimidate me because I know I'm intellectually superior to her in most cases. And I just got more common sense to her and better character. So I feel confident in my ability to lead this bitch somewhere.
Let's stop the garbage.
Okay.
No man is going to be intimidated by you unless you are bending him over or beating him up.
Okay.
Now watch this.
Okay.
We're going to have a real conversation now.
We are.
Because we got to start retraining our brain because we've all been poisoned.
I know this. Okay.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
My wife, by the way, right now, Mrs. Whitfield out-earns Mr. Whitfield. There's only one man in that house. At 3 o'clock in the morning, when my wife wakes up and she says, babe,
I heard a sound.
Babe, I heard something. If it were difficult for her to see me as the man of the house, she would get up, grab the gun, grab the Roddy, and go see if everything is okay. While I lay underneath the covers and wait for her to get back. There's one man in that house. I don't care what you, listen, be a boss outside that house. When you come in here, you are Mrs., not Mr. I am the leader of my house, not because I tell anybody what to do. I'm too smart for that. My wife is from the south side of Chicago. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. If we don't do life right in our house, somebody will die.
That's, yeah, it's true.
You understand?
Yes, you guys are both tough cookies.
I do not tell my wife what to do. I show my wife what to do. That's what makes me the leader of the house.
Okay. In what way?
I am the model that everyone in the house mirrors.
Okay.
We talking about getting into shape. You talked about what do you see on social media?
You in the gym.
Mr. Whitfield is in the gym.
Yes.
I am modeling for my wife what she can do. Whenever there is a what I call a spirited verbal joust going on between the two of us, I have to model for my wife this volume. Because if it goes to 10, somebody's going to get hurt. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually, because you know anything past 6, 7, 8, it's going to get nasty. So the first thing that I have to do is become the model that I want mirrored.
Okay, but so
the money has nothing to do with the leadership.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because you and Sally are a perfect example. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
It hasn't always been that way where she out earns you.
Absolutely not.
This is
absolutely
I know.
not.
So this is relatively, in the grand scheme of 23 years,
yes,
fairly new.
New.
And Sally,
I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually.
Let me hear that part again. Hold on.
Anything past 6, 7, 8, it's going to get nasty. So the first thing that I have to do is become the model that I want mirrored.
Okay, but so
the money has nothing to do with the leadership.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, my manhood is not dictated by money. And I wouldn't be with a woman who thought my manhood was dictated by, well, is you paying all the bills? Well, you ain't a man. I wouldn't be with a woman like that anyway. And I tell y'all this all the time. I let women know up front, like our romance is not gonna be tied to money. You not financially secured with me, even if I'm a trillionaire. You don't, there is no financial security with me. Better get your hustle up, bitch. And if I do sit you at home, you gonna be working. You work for me. It ain't because I love you and I'm being a real man and taking care of my woman. It's because I'm putting you to work for me. No, my manhood is not our romance, and my manhood is not tied to a wallet. And I make it clear with my words and my actions. I'm gonna protect you and provide for you in many ways, but you're not financially straight just because you got me in your life. You with me for me, or bounce. That's why when you get to a certain point as a man, I think you should want a woman who's doing at least well enough to be straight in life. 60, 70, 80K. So even if whatever, if she left me and we ain't had nothing to do with each other and she couldn't get a dime from me, she's gonna be okay in life regardless, because she's developed skills where she can go out and make a living for herself and be straight for the rest of her life. All right, I'm cool on the bum broads who work at McDonald's or this. Once you get to a certain age, let me let me not say bum broads, but y'all know what I'm trying to say with that.
The first thing that I have to do is become the model that I want mirrored.
Okay, but so
the money has nothing to do with the leadership.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because you and Sally are a perfect example. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
It hasn't always been that way where she out earns you.
Absolutely not.
This is
absolutely
I know.
not.
So this is relatively, in the grand scheme of 23 years,
yes,
fairly new.
New.
And Sally is her in Hollywood right now.
No question.
Showrunner for the Gilded Age.
She is a boss.
She is a boss.
From top to bottom.
Yes, she is. She's her right now.
Yes.
But so this is fairly new in the grand scheme of a 23-year marriage and a 28-year relationship.
Yes.
So there has been time to adjust because it happened incrementally.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't build the whole life together. She really loves them. But these women who are already 40 and 50 trying to get into something fresh, and no, you already cooked for many different reasons. The least of these women's worries is if they make more than a particular man. That's the least of their worries as far as a relationship lasting for the rest of their life at this point. What up, Lauren? What up, Lauren? Queen of the stream in the house. Queen of the stream in the house.
New.
And Sally is her in Hollywood right now.
No question.
Showrunner for The Gilded Age.
She is a boss.
She is a boss.
From top to bottom.
Yes, she is. She's her right now.
Yes.
But so this is fairly new in the grand scheme of a 23-year marriage and a 28-year relationship.
Yes.
So there has been time to adjust because it happened incrementally.
Yeah.
When you're talking about a woman who comes to the table initially and she is a 6 or 7 figure earner and she's trying to attract a mate, we're going back to the intimidation thing.
So what?
We're going back to the intimidation thing. It's not necessarily the money. Not necessarily. It's not necessarily the money. It's not necessarily the career.
Yep.
It's the access that is afforded to that woman that could be the source of intimidation for a man because he does not have the same access that she does. She doesn't have the same doors opening. And in addition to that, there's a certain type of man that is in her sphere that earns the same as she does, if not more. So it's not necessarily that the intimidation that when women are talking about he's intimidated by me, that's too simplistic.
But I want you to remember this.
But hold on, that's too simplistic.
No, let him talk. She just want to be right. She's not, even when she lets him talk, she's not listening to understand or get a new understanding on the concept. She's trying to push her feminist narrative at all cost. Let that man cut in, man. You've been talking this whole interview for the most part. He done said a couple of sentences. He done said a couple of sentences this whole interview. And how long we 38 minutes in. This man has said what, 6 sentences?
Yeah.
It's the intimidation of the situation that she finds herself in. It's the other men in her sphere that really is the intimidation factor. The men that he's imagining, because she might just be surrounded by a bunch of white men that she finds repulsive.
Yeah, but see, this is why my book is so important. Why the notion is so important. Because what it sounds like is that our sisters are choosing males and don't know it.
There's a lot of males out there, honey.
There's
so many males out there.
But
so many.
There are so many females out there too.
Agreed. I don't date females though.
Our brothers are struggling.
Yeah.
Our women are doing better, but they're not doing well. Our sisters are still choosing males and don't know it. And then what they're then doing is they're disparaging the men that actually exist because they keep choosing males.
Well, here's a sitch when it comes to choosing males. That's basically the whole choose better argument. And I will say, from my standpoint of being a woman, I'll speak for a lot of other women here, you would have to have superhuman powers of discernment.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Well, once again, let me just, when you're looking for this guy, the chances that he's going to be emotionally intelligent and this and that and all that other stuff too, the internals, and have all these externals. You're looking for, like I said, by the time you're looking for 0.1% of men as your dating pool, you're the problem. By the time you're looking for Mr. 0.18, and then he got to be emotionally intelligent too, and funny, and this and that, and yeah, we talking about 0.0018. By the time 0.0018% is the type of man you're looking for to fit what a real man is, you're the problem.
To weed through because here's the thing.
Okay, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
This is where
Let me tell you.
We get ready to lock in.
Okay.
We are getting ready to lock in.
So
That's why she keep trying to cut him off. That's why she keeps trying to cut him off, because she knows she's wrong and she knows there's a perspective she's not diving in on, and she probably sensing where he's about to go with this. And that's why she keep trying to cut him off. Exactly what that one chick did, who was sitting in the middle on the podcast, and she was having veins popping out of her neck, and she was bringing up the color purple, the dark skinned sister with the dreads. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She stormed off at the end. That's why she didn't let him finish and stormed off. That's what Melissa is trying to do right now. No, let him talk. Why are you scared to let him talk?
We get ready to lock in.
Okay.
We are getting ready to lock in.
So let me tell you the level of deception that that males can actually have.
Yes.
Men can have whole other families on the other side of town.
Absolutely.
And women find out when the man dies.
But you know why? See, so this is now you're hearing what you're hearing right now?
What am I hearing?
You're hearing the importance of partnering with a man.
Yeah.
You need a man.
I do.
I'm not talking about in terms of that part to me is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're heterosexual.
I am hetero. Yes, very straight. Yes.
So you now. I'm not going to say that you need a man, because that's not for me to say.
Yeah.
What you do need is a man.
I do need a man.
You have one. Your big brother is here. We are getting ready to lock in.
Let me tell you
now,
something.
here's what's going to happen.
Wait. You heard it here first, folks. I'm putting him to work. He going to find me a man.
Big brother.
Don't do us like that, bro. Don't put a man through that hell. No, sir. No, sir. I'm gonna let him land his plane on this point, and then I'm out.
Big bro is here.
Okay.
This. So you thought this was an interview for your podcast?
Well, no. Actually, no. I knew this was going to happen, and I was very excited about it.
1,000%. I knew it way before, but I just couldn't say it.
Right.
Now that we're here and we got to this part of the conversation, this is what this is.
Yay.
This is what the day was about. Because you need a big brother.
I do. Jeff is and you know what? I can't wait to tell you, sir. Jeff is my big brother.
Let this talk. Can you let me put it on two speed, because now I'm getting annoyed.
And that's my bro, Jeff Friday.
Yes, Jeff
That's
Friday.
my bro.
Yes.
But even he will tell you this is another level now. Because here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
You can't detect that stuff. The stuff that we talked about. The dudes who got the whole other lives and all of that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad he went there, because I've been saying this my whole channel. Men are supposed to pick a woman's mate. She's not fit to do the discerning.
And that's my bro, Jeff Friday.
Yes, Jeff
That's
Friday.
my bro.
Yes.
But even he will tell you this is another level now. Because here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
You can't detect that stuff. The stuff that we talked about. The dudes who got the whole other lives and all of that. Guess who can?
You.
Your big brother.
Okay.
Because when the last thing that a male wants to be around is a man.
That is true.
The last thing that a male wants to be around is a man. Because he knows that man sees him. You understand?
I do understand.
So when you sitting there, hey, I got somebody I need for you to meet. My big brother. Because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly how this is going to happen. Let's say we're talking about Rob. Sorry for all the Robs out there. Don't take it personally. Let's say you call me and you say, big bro, I need you to meet Rob. And I go, word. I say word because I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I get together with.
Now let me I want to touch on what happened with a woman. Well, Temple. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with Temple. She wanted me to meet the boyfriend that she's not with anymore. Hey, T Orlando, if you still here, did I tell you that Temple broke up with the boyfriend? Anyway, we all could have predicted it. But anyway, Temple wanted me to be her big brother in a sense, and I rejected her and I let her down and I broke her heart. But I don't give a f, because I'm a man with standards. And I didn't feel like he was worthy of being met yet. So I don't care if it hurt the girlie's feelings. That's why you got to stand on your own manhood. You can't stand on what hurt your wife feelings or your daughter feelings. You got to stand on what you know is right. That's having big nuts and that's being a man. I'm not saying I got big nuts, but I'm saying that's being a man, just standing on what you know is right, regardless of who cry about it, including your own daughter, mother, whoever, wife. He wasn't worthy of being met. And my discernment, my manly discernment that he's talking about was right, because she ain't with him no more.
We talking about Rob. Sorry for all the Robs out there. Don't take it personally. Let's say you call me and you say, big bro, I need you to meet Rob. And I go, word. I say word because I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I get together with Rob and I go, sis, see you in a few. And you go away because now I got to talk to Rob. My conversation with Rob goes like this. Rob, this is not my DNA sister, but this is my sister. This is what I want you to understand. I got 2 rules. Don't ever abandon or abuse my sister.
No, nigga, get up out of here. I gotta go. If I was Rob, I gotta go, bro. Chill. Like, who are you then? Did y'all ever have something in the past? See, this is no, bro. Bro, you threatening me? See, this is. I thought he was going somewhere with this, and parts of what he was saying was valid, but he lost me on this. Like, you don't come at some dude you don't know like this, because this could go to blows. Like, don't you threatening me, bro? See, this is where it go to blows. This would run Rob off. Even if Rob was an honorable, good stand-up man, this would run Rob the fuck off. Especially this ain't my biological sister, but this my sister, bro. Damn, did you tap before? Because that's where a man mind go. You doing all this, you getting bass in your voice over. You hit this before, bro? And even if you say no, I'm gonna believe you did, coming with this energy. So this is horrible.
2 rules. Don't ever abandon or abuse my sister. If either one of those things happen, you and I are going to have another kind of conversation. And I'm going to see you because this is my sister and I'm her big brother. I'm not giving this to you as a threat. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug, but I ain't no punk. I'm going to come see you. We good? That's the conversation I have with Rob.
So what happens for all the other women out there that don't have a big brother, a father, a father figure?
The vast majority of women that we are talking about right now have one man in their life. One. But here's the poison that's being put in the water. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. It's killing our women. Because, listen to me, I'm telling you right now as a big brother, and I'm telling y'all right now, we can sit here, we can play games if y'all want, but we're going to have a real conversation right now. I don't need no man that's killing all of our women. Because let me tell you something. You need a man. Whether you are romantically linked with him or not, you need a man. Every man that you know needs a woman. If I weren't with my wife, I would need my sister. Because my sister has certain things in her that she's a perfect example.
All right, we done. I'll catch y'all later. We done. Catch y'all on the flippity flip. Go look at the new episode of Modern Dating Cure that dropped on my channel, and please leave a comment. Please like it and leave a comment so it can kind of grow a little bit. My diehard 10, 15 people need to represent when the new videos come out. Like and comment, engage with it.